What's going on, guys? It's the Bulls and the Bears, and I have something to share with you guys today. So a couple days ago, as you can see on the screen, I put out a poll on YouTube. Are you familiar with the broker TastyTrade? 39 votes, which is pitiful. You guys can do better than that. But of the people who voted, about half of you said yes, half of you said no. 46% said no, you do not know the broker TastyTrade. Well, I didn't post this poll for no reason. And as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm trying something new. And it is with TastyTrade, a broker. I'm going to bring it up right now. There it is. The broker TastyTrade. Now, TastyTrade is a broker that's been around for, I think, since 2010. 2010, 2011, around there. So it's been around for like about 13 years. And it's primarily a options platform. Like any type of options that you're doing, particularly option selling, this is the broker for you. It's super easy. It's very user-friendly when it comes to options. The charting isn't really the best. I mean, here's a chart of Apple. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can go to the 5-minute. There's a daily chart. You can expand it to a 6-month daily chart, zoom in, zoom out. But I mean, you can't really like drag it or use your mouse wheel too well. You can put like trend lines and stuff, but I don't know. It's not really the greatest charting platform, which I don't really care for it. But the options chain and all the data that they give you is very good for options selling and options trading. Not only that, but they have a ton of content on YouTube, which is pretty much how I found them. I have a friend at work that uses them. So I've kind of seen what his setup looks like, and so I've been familiar with the broker. And just as a trader who's addicted to the game, who's always watching stuff on YouTube and learning new content, I found their videos. And boy, do they have a ton of free content spanning like for the last 10 years. You can find videos going back 10, 11 years ago. And it's all relevant even today, even if it's a video from 10 years ago. It's all worth watching. Now, again, it's particularly with option selling strategies. So if you're into that, or if you're open-minded to the idea of getting into option selling, that means selling spreads like vertical spreads, iron condors, strangles, straddles, or even just naked options, selling a put and leaving it at that, or selling a call and just doing that. No like hedging or anything like that, just naked options. This is the broker for you. And they have a ton of content that goes over strategies, that goes over studies. They have a live broadcast every single day, like a 10-hour show every day with multiple personalities. I mean, there's like 2 main guys that they have, Tom Sosnoff and Tony the Bat Batista. Tom, the founder, he created Thinkorswim and sold it to TD Ameritrade, started this business. His right-hand man, Tony, he worked at the Chicago Board Options Exchange, CBOE, for like 20 years. I don't know if they both did, but I know he did. So they have a ton of experience. They know what they're doing, and they're great personalities. They have tons of videos. They're live every day, and it's not just them. They have a ton of people working with them that go on to the live show. They go over trade ideas, strategies, studies. They put on live trades every day. They're always in the market looking for a new trade. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been following them. I've been watching all their content, learning all the back testing of strategies and ideas and theories that they've thought of. They back test it. They present it in slideshows. It's perfect content. And it really attracted me to start getting into option selling again. I mean, I've tried it before. I have sold spreads in the past. I've sold weekly spreads. I think that's how I started. And then I switched to 0 DTE spreads on SPY, but that didn't really work out very well. And through one of their videos, it made sense because, you know, I would find that a lot of my spreads, even though it seems like there's a good chance that they're going to work out, a lot of times they wouldn't when I was doing weekly spreads or 0 DTE spreads. And in watching one of their videos of going over a study and a theory, it all made sense. And they basically showed that the further you go out with your spread, like 45 days is the ideal time frame. If you sell a spread 45 days out, you're, I think 10 times better off than you are 0 DTE. If you throw on a 0 DTE spread, there's a 10 times greater chance that it hits your spread and goes beyond it than it would be if you sold it 45 days out, further away, same premium or same, you know, return on premium, whatever, on buying power. There's a 10 times greater chance that it's going to go beyond your spread the shorter you are, as opposed to going out 45 days. So all of a sudden, boom, that made sense. And 45 days out is the ideal time frame on the theta decay curve. You know, that's where theta decay really ramps up 45 days out. So if you go out 45 days, you can get solid extrinsic value and you're ready for it to decay quite a bit, which is only going to help you because when you're selling options, theta is working for you. So all these ideas I was learning through their content, and I decided to give it a shot. And I've been doing that for the past 3 weeks. Now, if you've been following me for a while, or maybe you're just tuning in, I'm going to give you guys a refresher. I've been doing the wheel strategy, the wheel option strategy. I've been doing it for over a year. Last April 2022 is when I started it, and I'm still doing it. I'm not moving away from that. I'm not cashing that out and now doing this. I'm still doing the wheel strategy. This is off to the side. The wheel strategy, as of right now, has slowed down. It's turning more into an investment approach at the moment as I'm holding on to some losing positions as opposed to frequent turnover as a more trading approach. So that's kind of working in the background. I'm still making videos on that. But I figured I'd introduce this side project I've been working on. It's still early. We're only a few weeks in. I was going to let it work a little longer before I really showed you guys. But I was just too excited about it because it's been going so well. So far, I don't think this is with commissions, but you can see right here, P&L year to date, $857 in 3 weeks. I'm up over $800. I think net commissions is closer to like 700, maybe. I can double check, but year to date, over $800 in gross profit. That's amazing. That's amazing. And it's just been making sense watching their content and doing it. It's been amazing. And 45 days out, that's what I've been trying to stick to, selling vertical spreads. I've done a couple iron condors. I've done some earnings trades, diagonal spreads. Now we're getting into the weeds here. But I've put them all on and they're all 45 days out, which sounds like a lifetime. But you'd be surprised. A lot of these trades are done within a week. Like I have 45 days to expiration, but I hit my profit target within 5. So it's a pretty quick trade a lot of the times. Plus, when you really think about the math behind the options chain and when it comes to selling options, the true way to go with this strategy is doing a ton of trades. So you're better off having a ton of trades on, and with a ton of trades, you're going to have frequent turnover because, you know, one trade out of 10 or 20 is bound to come off the books and hit your target, sooner than later. I know what you're thinking. 10 to 20 trades? What are you, crazy? What are you, just a degenerate gambler throwing on all kinds of trades? Well, when you really think about it, it makes the most sense when you're talking about selling options, because let's just bring up the options chain here so I can show you what the broker looks like some more. So this is basically the home page. I have the chart up, but if you go to click trade right now, Apple's on the screen. Here's the options chain. Here's the dates. So I'll go to like the June 16th expiration. Here is the options chain. Let's see. So let's sell like the 185 call for June 16th. And another big thing about this broker is you can sell naked options no problem. You can just, there's no like, oh, you got to have certain options level. Like, no, I made this account very quickly and you can do whatever you want right away. I could just sell a naked option for no problem. And the best part is, actually, let's sell a put to really showcase this. Let's sell the 150 put. Let's hit review and send. The buying power is reduced by $1,500 on a $150 naked put. If I did this in Webull, it would have to be cash secured, and I'd have to front $15,000 of buying power to sell a naked put. Not with TastyTrade. They don't hound you for any of that. You don't have to have a certain options level of trading. You don't have to front up a bunch of cash. The buying power is only being reduced by $1,500 to sell a naked put at 150. Now your loss, your max loss is 15 grand, right? If Apple goes to zero and you're assigned and it's worthless, you lose $15,000. But they're under the assumption that you're going to be a responsible trader. They treat you like an adult, like a grown up. They're only going to reduce your buying power by $1,500. Yes, your loss can be much greater than that, but they're assuming that you're going to be responsible and manage the trade before it gets to that point. Plus, a loss greater than that is a big outlier most of the time. So there's the odds are in your favor anyway, and they just assume you're going to be responsible. So that's a very big pro in the favor of Tasty Trade. While if this was a trade in Webull, I'd have to have $15,000 in my account to make this trade, which is crazy. So that's a big thing. But the purpose of bringing up this options chain was to show why having a lot of positions is the way to go. So let's say selling a 175 call. Apple's at 171. I'm selling an out of the money call at 175, 30 days out. The delta is 37. That effectively means that there's a 37% chance that this strike, that this option is going to go in the money or expire in the money. And there's therefore a 63% chance that it won't. A 63% chance that it will expire worthless. And since we're selling it and we want it to expire worthless, that's the probability that we will win on the trade. 63%. That's more than half. You're basically playing with the house as opposed to against the house. Because if you're buying it, then you only have a 30% chance of success if you're holding to expiration. If you're selling it, you have a 63% chance. And the law of large numbers, if you're not familiar with that, I'll explain. The law of large numbers states the more times you test a theoretical probability, the closer you're going to realize that theoretical probability. So for example, flipping a coin, heads or tails, 50% chance of each, right? That's the theoretical probability, 50% chance. If you flip the coin 3 times, it could very well land on heads 3 times in a row. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought it was a 50% chance of success. It's been 100%. How does that work? Well, if you do it instead of 3 flips, you do 3,000 flips, the realized probability that you will get after 3,000 coin flips will be much, much, much closer to 50%, if not identical to 50%. The more times you do something, the closer you get to the theoretical probability. That's what you have to do with selling options. If you have an inherent 70% chance of success just based on the options chain, then I mean, any one trade can go haywire, you know, because there is a 30% chance of that you lose. And that 30% chance might happen 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row. But if you have 10, 20, 30, 40 trades at a time, or just throughout your trading, 40 trades, and you always have a 70% chance of success, you're going to get closer to that 70% success rate the more trades you do. And that is what these guys preach. Number of occurrences is a big factor. These guys, I tell you, they have at least 50 to 100 trades on at a time. They do small trades, but they do a ton of them. And the theory being, the more trades you have, the more number of occurrences you have, the closer you're going to get to that theoretical probability of success, which when you're selling options is generally high. Some of these guys don't even use technical analysis, which blows my mind. But it's true. I mean, all you really need is the statistics inherent in the options chain. The options chain gives you all the probabilities that you need. And all you got to do is just run the math and work the statistics, and it doesn't even matter what the chart is. When you're buying options, you're playing against the house, and that's where using charts and recognition and indicators can give you an added boost to your probability of success. But when you're selling, that really doesn't matter too much. Now, I'm going to use technical analysis all the time. I'm always going to see if something's run up quite a bit. If it's oversold or overbought on the RSI, that'll help me gauge whether or not I want to do a certain trade. So I'm always going to use it, but just goes to show that how numbers-based this style of trading is. The probability is already in your favor. Now you just need to realize that probability of success, and the more trades you do, the closer you will get to that probability of success. Plus, their rule of thumb is to take profit at 50%. So you don't even have to hold it to expiration. You just set a profit order at 50% of the max profit, and that further increases your chance of success. So that's what they're all about. That's what I've been doing right now. Here are my trades. I have five trades on right now. I just put one on in Amazon today. I had 2 hit my profit target, I think, today. At least one did with Apple. Nvidia is one that is losing now, $40. I have a call spread. So I sold the 330 call, bought the 340 call. So it's a vertical spread. I need it to stay below $330 by June 16th in 30 days. $330 is pretty close to all-time highs, so I feel pretty good about that trade. But it has been rallying these past few days, so therefore my position is at a loss. But 330 bucks, that would be a pretty big feat for Nvidia to hit and stay above over the next 30 days. It does have earnings in the meantime, but so that does pose a problem, but that would be nuts. Like, for me to lose this trade, it would pretty much have to go to all-time highs, which I'm betting that it won't. I did the same thing with Apple and it worked, and I got a 50% profit target. It hit today. It was a 45-day trade, and I closed it after 10 days or 7 days. So it was really quick. That was like a $40, $50 profit. So this is the desktop platform. But what's nice is that they have a very user-friendly desktop platform. So if you're at a desk job like I am, so I'm at work, but I have a computer, I have internet access, I can access Tasty Trade easily. So here is the web browser platform. So you just go on Google Chrome or wherever you are, and you can access this no problem. I actually prefer this over the desktop platform that we were just on, probably because I use it primarily, because I use it at work. So this is the only way I can use it. But it's very nice. So this is the home page. The portfolio screen is where you'll find all your trades. So here are my trades. It's easier to see where they stand. So you can see I have open gains on 4 of the 5, and I have a loss on Nvidia right now. It tells you your total probability of profit on, I think, all of the trades combined. So right now I'm at 51% with my open positions where they stand right now. It tells you individually the percentage chance of profit. Probability of profit is this pop number. So Amazon right now, I just opened this today. It was a diagonal spread, which is weird. It's like a diagonal calendar spread. So I bought an in-the-money put 65 days out, and I sold an out-of-the-money put 30 days out. So it is a put spread, a debit spread. So I want Amazon to go down. It's a put debit spread, but the short put and the long put are on different expirations. So that means if Amazon goes against me, I can actually roll the short put, like close it for a profit, and sell another one closer to the 65-day expiration for more credit. So I can roll the short put out closer to my long put, collect more credit, and reduce my net debit if it goes against me. If it goes in my favor, I don't have to do anything, and it'll hit my profit target. I'm already up 21 bucks because Amazon has sold off about $1 since I opened this. And the primary driver of this trade is the long put, the long in the money put. The profit on the long put will go up faster than the loss on the short put if it sells off. So that's how it would work, and that's how I'd get my profit. Bank of America, I have a short put spread. So I sold the 26 put and I bought back the 25 for a spread. I sold 3 of them. I basically need Bank of America to stay above 26 by June 16th. So far, it's doing pretty good. It actually is rallying today at $28.35. So that's really good. And I'm up 27 bucks. I have a working order down here. I have a trade. I'm looking to buy this back for 10 cents. Right now, the mid price on the spread is 11 cents. So I'm pretty close to getting out of this if it keeps rallying today. So that's cool. Gold, the gold ETF, GLD. I have an iron condor. And my short strikes are 192 on the call side, 178 on the put side. So I need GLD to stay between 178 and 192 by June 16th. It is at 184. So it's pretty much right in the middle. So it's doing pretty good. But because I have exposure on both sides, you know, if it goes up, my put spread does well, but my call spread doesn't. If it goes down, my call spread does well, my put spread doesn't. So really the only thing that's going to get me out of this is time. So with an iron condor, it does take a bit longer. Directional moves don't really help you that much. So time is going to be the key. And as long as it sits in the middle, which is where it's at now, that's going to do well. And I'm up $18 on that. IWM, which is the ETF for the Russell 2000. I have a call spread, so I'm a bullish spread on that. I sold the 162, bought the 152. I collected $102 for it. It's a 10 wide spread. I really should have got more credit than that. The guys here do preach a 33 or 1/3 of the width you should be collecting in premium. So if the width is 10, I should be collecting $3.33. I collected $102. So I really only got 10% of the width. So that's a little bit of a poor trade, but so far it's been working pretty well. It has been rallying off the lows. I'm up $38 on that. And Nvidia, like I was saying, I shorted the 330 call, bought back the 340. So that's a 10 wide spread as well. I only collected $140, so that's 14% of the width. Not really ideal, but I just felt really good about the trade. It has been rallying, so I'm down $35. So I started this account with 2,500 bucks. I ended up putting in another 1,000 like a week later. So I have $3,500 put into this account, and the net liquidation value you can see at the top is $4,200 and about $70. So I'm up $770 right now with the $3,500 investment in just 3 weeks. I started this at the end of April. It's now mid-May. It's been about 3 weeks. I'm up over $700. It's been going very well. I have 5 open positions right now. I have had at most like 9 or 10 positions open at once, which sounds insane. But like I said, the more trades you do, in theory, the closer you should get to that theorized probability of success, which is always going to be greater than 50% when you're selling out of the money options. So the more trades, the better. And it's been working out that way. I can take a look at how many I've closed. So I've closed 16 trades already, and I have 5 open right now. So in a matter of a few weeks, I've opened 21 trades, and that sounds like a lot. I mean, that's 7 a week. If it's been 3 weeks, I've done 21 trades. That's 7 a week. That's more than 1 a day, which sounds nuts, but that's just the way to go. And it really is manageable. I mean, these are 45 days to expiration mostly. So you have time, you put in a profit order immediately, good to cancel. So it's always open. You don't have to worry about being there to place it every single day. It's just there immediately. You can place it. What's nice is that you can open your trade, select the strikes, so the full position, and you can hit close at percent profit. So start closing order at 50% profit. Boom, it does it all for you. You just click review and send, and you're done. So it's a lot more manageable than it might sound when I talk about having 10 open positions. And that's just 10. I mean, the guys on here have like 100. And that's the other thing. The people on here, you can see what they're doing. So if you click follow on here, here are all the personalities. Here are all the different guys behind the guys and girls behind the scenes at Tasty Trade. It shows the account that they're using. It might just be, it's probably like a company account rather than a personal account, but it shows you the trades that they have, what kind of trader they are based on experience, whether they're an expert, intermediate, or novice. They literally show you, there's a news feed of trades that they actually open. Here it is right here, this guy. Nick Batista traded XOP. He sold an iron condor, received $2.22, which with a 65% chance of probability. He even wrote a note. He said, getting bored in this low volatile market, trying to find some positions to put on. Going with an iron condor here with volatility relatively low on the tails. And then if you want to copy this trade, all you got to do is click trade right here. Trade, it opens that ticker with the exact position that he did, and you can immediately click review and send. It has the price there all ready to go, and you can send the order. Max profit, $227, max loss, $773, and you can just do it right then and there. It's pretty cool. I don't usually do that at all. I'll take a look to see what they're doing, but I always do my own trades, looking at my own stocks that I'm comfortable with. There's a lot of futures on here too that they do. But yeah, and there's a literal feed. If you're lost, if you want to see what these guys are trading, they literally show you. This guy, Tom, right here is the head honcho here. He sold a put on Walmart at 10:53 today. He sold a put expiring in 29 days. If I wanted to do it, I just click trade. It opens up the ticker with the put that he sold, gives me the price that it's trading at right now. I just click review and send, and it's done. And I can show you what I'm talking about with their live show. So I'm just going to go to their channel right now. Here they are live. Let's click on it and let's listen. All right, so it looks like they're on a little commercial break, but if I just go back in the stream.
And and see if it works.
Yeah, so here's a couple people right here. Liz and Thomas, they're just, you know, shooting the breeze, looking at trade ideas that people submit, and they take a look at them. Maybe they put them on, maybe they don't.
On in GC, but no problem adding to them. Let's do it.
Go back throughout the stream here. You know, they have the platform up.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
High volatility continues to inflate. It's almost as if you're running.
You know, so that's just them. And then over here is you have the two main guys, Tom and Tony. They have Nick, I guess, here today.
Further dated. So it's kind of like a neutral / slightly directional trade, almost a faster moving butterfly. So here's one for Baba, okay? Go out into July, you buy the 90 strike put. Okay, you go into the May monthly, which expires at the end of this.
And they're talking about trades to put on. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. I mean, it is a little premature because it's only been 3 weeks, so I can't say that this is going to be great forever. But it's been working very well and consistently too. Maybe I should have waited until about 3 months before I could really call my shot and say, yes, this is the way to go. But I was just too excited because it's been working so well. And I figured it'd be something that you guys would be interested in because it's closer to actual trading. It's a new look. It's a new platform. It's a new style of trading. And more importantly, it's working. So I figured you guys would like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm still going to be doing the wheel strategy. That's not changing. I'm still doing 2 videos a week. But I figured maybe I could incorporate 1 video a week on Tasty Trade. Right at the end of the week, maybe show you the trades I made, the profits I've taken, you know, go over everything and let you know what's going on with that. So I figured that would be a cool maybe addition to the channel, a Tasty Trade, my credit spread, my option selling strategy off to the side, in addition to the wheel. So let me know if that sounds good to you guys in the comments down below. Otherwise, that is it. That's the video. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all next time.